guys, it is Mary
and Amma.
and today we invite you guys to like,
Share,
subscribe,
and comment
down below because today we are going to be reviewing the family Chantel. Yes, so this episode basically Pedro and Chantel get to go see his mom, and Nicole decides to go and Alejandro comes to visit Nicole, and she goes and lets her mom know that he is actually divorced, quote unquote.
Right.
But let's get into Chantel and Pedro first. So they had the meeting, of course. Do I think that the little meeting is going to work? No, because Pedro has already checked out mentally, and I feel like he just wanted Chantel to go and tell the mom basically everything that she said in front of his face. But I feel like he also wanted to combat it so that the mom could kind of be on his side.
Yeah.
So they were talking and stuff like that, whatever, but the mom basically felt like they both were trying to be right and they weren't trying to compromise at all. I do feel like Chantel feels like she's hurt and that she feels like, Pedro just is not giving her what she needs and she's not asking for much. Pedro, he is at this point where he will do anything and say anything just so that he does not have to be with this woman anymore.
Yeah.
So that's what it was like. That's basically how the meeting went.
Yeah. But I thought that Lydia really tried.
I
was surprised. I thought that she was fair.
Yeah.
I thought she was fair. And it saddens me a little bit that Chantel was kind of on her guard still. But I think that Lydia kind of was fair. I wish she had an opportunity to really just see how much Chantel has been trying, to make things right with her. That was a beetle. Not a beetle, but those are big bugs that fly. Calm, it's okay. I tell you, Africa has some bugs, okay, that we never seen before.
I thought it was a bee or a butterfly that was buzzing.
No, I didn't even hear it buzzing because my ear, I don't hear very well. But anyhow,
we gotta tell y'all about the hellish week we have had in this house. Well, that's gonna be another video.
Yeah, with the bugs and stuff. Anywho, but yeah, I thought you okay? You okay, honey?
I jumped up so fast.
You are gone. I said, what? And I did not hear it, but I just kind of saw it, and when I went like this, it went away. Because I kind of hit it a little bit when I flipped it off. Anywho. But Lydia, I thought
she did good, honestly. And I feel like Lydia, I never necessarily had an issue with Lydia. She kind of reminds me of, kind of like you in a sense of like that protective mom who has given everything for her kids, wants the best for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, do I think the whole way that she has treated Chantel is right? No. But I also do get the whole thing about respect, especially in the whole Dominican Republic. Chantel did not do that from the beginning.
Yeah.
And that's why it's kind of hard for her to trust Lydia now.
Right. But in spite of that, Lydia really...
she seemed very genuine. I was actually proud of her.
And I'm happy she walked away when she did. Like, just to say, at the end of the day, it's up to both of you.
There's nothing I can say.
There's nothing I can say. If you guys have made up your mind, nobody wants to compromise, there's nothing else I can say. I wish she had seen just how much Chantel has compromised. But at the end of the day, you guys tell us what you think. Like you said, Pedro does not want Chantel. He does not want this marriage. He has checked out. He's behaving badly. And there's really nothing Chantel can do or say to make Pedro change his mind. And I feel like we see on the preview that now he goes to an attorney. And so that I really feel that the only reason why he's asking for a separation and not a divorce, he wants Chantel to think that they're going to be working things out while he prepares himself
for a divorce
and moves assets or something. That's what I think.
That's what's insane to me, because in the preview or whatever, he was at the divorce attorney's office and everything, stuff like that, And I thought it was so crazy that he was doing it so, not that it's crazy, but the fact that he is being so manipulative and like just being so brazen about it. Like he asked for a separation a week ago. He's already at the divorce attorney's office. Chantel, you are there saying that if he asks for a divorce, I'm not going to. The faster you wake up, the better it will be for you, boo. The better it will be for you.
See what you need to do with your money and stuff like that.
Like you're the one who had the most money anyway. I doubt she signed a prenup. Because the thing is, if this man is here talking to the divorce attorney, they can start doing things. She can start advising him what you should do now, how you should go about this, and all this stuff. Yeah. So he's probably going to be stringing you along because he has decided to stay in the house, but in a different room to make her think that, oh, we'll be working this out. But like a little snake, he's there going to the divorce attorney's office. And he will screw you. He will actually stab you in the back, and then when you find out that he has actually divorced you, he'll stab you in the chest, and he'll be smiling as you go down.
Girl.
Like, I just think it's ridiculous. Yeah. Like, Chantel, you need to wake the hell up.
Or he might even try to lure her into doing certain things so that he can use it at the divorce courts.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
He probably start recording conversations. He'll probably start doing a lot of legal stuff, trying to make sure that his assets are in place. Because the thing is, you guys bought that house together. He's probably going to tell you to get the hell out. And he will probably be...
I think at the end of the day,
he wants to get the house. I think
he
wants to get the house. That's why he told her that, oh, we should get a big house. You guys aren't making any children. You said you didn't want to have kids for 5-7 years. Yes. So if I was Chantel, I would have never got to no big bedroom house for that.
At the beginning, she did not want to get a big house.
But he did, because he knew.
She was looking in terms of money and stuff like that. But he wanted a big house. And
for his next family.
Exactly.
And it's just so sad. It is really sad.
I have actually seen this story before. I had a friend who this exact thing happened to. This exact thing. Unfortunately for her, she ended up very ill, like at death's door. To this day, I still don't even know what exactly happened to her. But when we broke contact, she was very ill. She went from a vibrant woman who traveled, who was at the top of her job and all this stuff, had her money and they went and got a bigger house and everything.
And you know,
it was just really, so to me, it's almost giving me PTSD. My friend went through this crap before. It's this playbook. Whew, Lord have mercy. That's all I can say, Chantel. Can I say one thing? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
You know the one thing, her only saving grace.
She kept her body up.
Well, that one. But you know something else? She has finally told her parents, and hopefully they will be able to guide her and advise her what she needs to be doing. That's her only saving grace. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, Pedro is a few steps ahead, girl. You better get it together.
Yeah. And you know, what I just find very interesting is that if you are with the wrong person, the wrong man in particular, because it's so easy for women to give their all. Men are innately, they're not born that way. Men will suck the life out of you. Like, you will be this vibrant, good-looking woman to somebody who's depressed. You don't know yourself. You're feeling bad, looking bad, and all this stuff. And then you'll wake up 20, 30 years later, and you'll be like, what the hell happened to me? A man happened to you. That's what happened to you.
But you know one thing I love, I was telling my daughter, one thing I love about especially African-American women, they keep themselves up. Like, when they're going through hell and back, it is hard to know, because that woman, she can keep herself up, her nails, her hair, her body. African American women, like, I just like, ooh, they and sure, I'm looking good. And the other thing I love about them, after a breakup, they are very quick to move on. Time for me to date. I mean, and that's how, like, I respect that, because that's how really women need to be.
Yeah.
I mean, I just admire that, especially about African American women. I admire that because they move on and they keep their looks good. And it's so important. Now I have learned, and I tell my daughter, this is how you gotta be, girl.
But you know, one thing that I like about the whole dating process with women, especially with what Winter is doing, which we're gonna talk about her dating later on.
Talk about that,
But But I want to make one more point about Pedro and Chantal after this. I like the fact that with Winter, she's dating multiple people. She's seen, okay, you're not for me, move on.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem like she's here trying to get all wrapped up in the guy or whatever. Like, she is dating, moving on. Dating, you're not for me, okay, this isn't going to work. That's how it should be. Really, that's how it should be until you get engaged. Like,
and
it should
she's
be
getting her information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, dating is about collecting data.
Yeah.
DATA.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's how women should be with the whole dating thing. Until this man's put a ring on your finger, you should not be saying, I'm going to be beholden to this one guy. Because when you do that, it just seems like you have focused on him. You got to put all your eggs in that basket. And what if he starts acting a plum fool?
Yeah.
You know? So, but I do want to make this point about Pedro and Chantel. What I thought was very telling is that he, on their way back home, after he basically said, I want a separation, Chantel told her mom what was going on. He was in the car with her, which me personally, Chantel, I felt like you should have just gone by yourself. Like, you should have left early and left with him. There's no point in being in the car, being all upset, him ignoring you. Like, why do that to yourself?
Yeah.
But this fool had the nerve to say that we had a great physical connection. Like, we had great sex or whatever. Like, maybe that's all we had.
Exactly.
Like, that's all we had. It was just sex.
Yeah.
Like, so, like, sex made you marry a woman and stay with her for 5 years? Are you serious?
Exactly. But he needed the green card. Because if he did not need the green card, he wouldn't have married her. Yeah. But he needed the green card. Mm-hmm. And the fact that you have the nerve to want to belittle your 5-year relationship to just sex. But you see, that's because he was there for something. Yeah. He wasn't there for anything else but for that green card. I don't care how long that man be married. That man was there for green card. And
but even the mom said it though. Like, they would stay with the woman for 5 to 6 years, just so that it doesn't seem fraudulent, and then they'll divorce her, and then they can say that, oh, I was with her for this long amount of time. It just didn't work, and he is just on mark. Yeah. So I feel horrible for Chantel. I really do. But I want to talk about Winter quickly, then we're going to get into Alejandro and Nicole.
Yes.
Winter, she is dating this guy. Like I said, she's going on multiple dates. I love that for her. She's feeling good, looking good, all that stuff. My issue with this guy that she went on a date with, one, he was not there for her at the door. So that to me, that says that she had to pay for her own entry fee. 2, this man has 3 kids with 3 baby mamas or 2 baby mamas.
I don't know. He didn't say how many mamas is. She did not ask him. He said he has 3 kids, and she did not ask him how many baby mamas.
He has 3 kids.
Now, he might be with just one lady that he was married to and has these 3 kids.
Mom, but the man is young. He was in his 20s.
Is he in his 20s? He kind of looks like he's in his early 30s or something.
He was like late 20s, early 30s or something. I can't remember.
But she should have asked. That's my thing. She didn't ask, and she had already said, I really don't want a man with kids. And yet she was there squeezing his muscles already. That
was my thing. He did not pay for your entry fee. He has kids. If you have 3 kids, why are you dating? I don't not that people with kids can't date, but to me, it seems like, okay, so let's say he has the kids, right? And they are all, maybe teenagers. Mm-hmm. That, to me, says that from a very young age, you were out here kind of reckless with your weenie. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Now, say if they're all young kids, like he had them recently, that's also a red flag.
Yes.
You know why? Because you just had all these 3 kids recently within maybe a 5 years time span. Yeah. And now you're out here dating. Yeah. The last thing you should be focused on is dating and trying to get a woman to play mommy to your kids. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you're here just wasting money when you should be trying to focus on being a father. Yeah. So whether he had the kids really early in life or just had them recently, it's a red flag. This man is in his 30s.
And I think she asked him, I cannot remember.
No, she didn't ask him.
How long he has been out of a relationship.
I think he said he's always been in relationships.
Yeah, but you guys let us know, how long exactly did this man say? I didn't think it was too long. She asked him, But let us
She
know.
said she didn't want to get too deep into it. And then also, I felt like the date itself was very dry.
Yeah.
Like, the conversation really wasn't there. He just wanted to jump around. He didn't ask her, oh, hey, do you want to go for dinner? So
or
obviously
any
this...
snacks
like
over
nothing.
there,
Like
a drink.
Yeah. So obviously this man was not trying to pay for her at all.
Not even with 1 penny.
Yeah. So this whole thing, I know this whole trend about how men should be paying on dates. I just have to laugh.
Specifically
because
go out of their way not to pay for a date is someone who he's not going to be very generous with his coins. I want someone who's generous, not because I want your money, but just because I am a generous person.
Yeah.
And I will love to have someone also who's generous with their time and also with their money.
And then also it shows that this man is invested in you.
Yeah.
It's a way of showing that I am invested in this woman. Two,
Yeah.
it shows that I am financially equipped to take care of a woman and a family, if that is what this leads to.
Yeah.
That a man providing for you on a first date, second, third, fourth, whatever, however long you are dating, he should be paying. You should not be having to take money out or whatever, unless you want to. Would I tell a woman to try to show her wallet on a date? No, I think that is degeneracy.
Yeah, you can have your money with you
just in case it goes left.
He doesn't have anything, but yeah, I wouldn't say.
But yeah, so, and then also my thing is with Winter, I just felt like she was willing to risk it because he was tall and he looked good.
Yeah.
And listen, me personally, I love tall men. I just do. Short men, short kings, it's not my cup of tea. Don't look my way, please don't. But you have to be able to, even though he is tall and fine, you have to be able to say, he does not reach my boundaries, my standards, or my requirements. I have to move on. There are plenty of tall men in the world. I know a lot of men don't have great nutrition, sometimes, depending on, who you date or whatever. But I do think
or
that's
maybe your parents were short. And
and you're also short.
You
But I feel like Winter, there's always going to be another tall man. So, do I think that she should risk it all for a man who has 3 kids? Hell no.
Yeah.
I think that is foolishness.
And you already said that you didn't want someone who had kids now.
Yeah.
And now you're going to be with someone with 3 kids?
It just, I just think this was wrong. But let's talk about Alejandro and Nicole. Alejandro came to see Nicole.
She has told him don't come, but he came anyway.
Still disrespecting your boundaries.
He wants her to get pregnant like his barber advised him.
Yes, so he came to Nicole and told her, oh, look, here's the paper, da. And my thing is, I would have read that thing. That camera would have had to be on me for 10 minutes. She just glanced at it. But also, I would have checked to make sure it wasn't fraudulent, because it could be fraudulent. He could have typed it up, looked up what a divorce looks like. It's very easy to do on Google.
Yeah.
And just type something up or whatever. Yeah. But he basically gave her the paper. Nicole skipped herself quickly to her mom's house. Because now I'll be able to tell her that, you were wrong. You were wrong. Nicole, honestly, this man being a married man when you met him is literally 5% of what is wrong with him. Yeah. He is disrespectful. He does not care about you. He does not care about your mom. He does not care about your family. Yeah. And a man who does not care about your family, you are not far behind, boo.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I don't think you've ever met any of his family. We've never seen any of Alejandro's family. Mm-hmm. On top of that, this man is just disrespectful.
Well, we saw an aunt. Remember an aunt cooked for him?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure if Nicole ever met the aunt. Yeah. But, she's met some of his friends that she didn't like.
Yeah, and on top of this man is not financially equipped. He's not physically equipped. He's not emotionally equipped. He's not spiritually equipped to take care of a woman or to take care of you. Yeah. So all of that is a factor into why your mom does not like him.
Exactly.
Him being a married man also shows that he does not respect you, because if he did, he would never have even approached you. Yeah, exactly. He might have liked you, but he's like, this woman, I'm interested in her. I don't want to disrespect her, so I'm not going to go and be a married man and go pursue her. Yeah. So I feel like that whole thing was just a mess, and he's just not it. And that's why Lydia kicked him out. And I feel like that was rightfully so.
And the way he hurried up and left, instead of standing by the door,
just shows he's a
left
punk.
And then wanted to say something bad about her mom later on and say how the mom is did she say the mom was jealous of her or some
Yeah,
craziness?
or whatever.
Like, come on, Nicole. But
That's
I
why-
was happy she went back to the house.
Yeah.
She just went back to the house and left him there and let
Yeah.
him go. Yeah.
But Lydia also basically just said it doesn't matter. So, and it didn't matter. That really should have never even bothered Nicole. So yeah, that was Fifth Fame with Chantel, y'all. But it is Mary.
And
Be back to like,
share,
subscribe
and comment
down below. Bye.
Bye.